how is everyone doing? Today I have a video on my 2005 Acura MDX, but this will also work on an Acura MDX from the year of 2001 to 2006, I believe, and any Acura TL that carries this information screen. Now, don't mind the calibration here. This is to do with the compass. So what I was trying to do here is my compass was not reading correctly and telling me the direction that I was supposed to be in. So what it's doing right now is calibrating. So how I can change that, I will show you, but also on top of that, you can also adjust your temperature. So if you have it reading in Fahrenheit or Celsius, and also the range. So if your vehicle feels that it can make more range, you can also adjust that, or if it feels that it's making less than what it's telling you, I will also show you how to adjust that. So the first thing is, everyone else already knows that once you hit clock, you can adjust the clocks and everything here. Again, don't mind the calibration here. So we're just gonna back out of that again. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna hold down clock and trip at the same time. So hold that down, and right here, this is gonna pull up the calibration for your compass. Now this is the zone that you're in, so you have to make sure you're in the correct zone. So once you know what zone you're in, you can easily search that up on Google, and it will tell you the correct zone of which you're supposed to be in. So I'm in Toronto, Canada, so technically this is zone 8. So once I input that, it's gonna ask me over here to set, and this calibrate would be up here. So if you need to change the zone, just hit AC and see it changes there. So we're gonna go back to 8. So you hit mode, drop it down to 8, and then the set is over here. So once you hit set, then it's gonna start calibrating over here. Now all you do is you back out by hitting clock, and it's gonna back out, but it's gonna continue flashing like that. But what you have to do is you now have to start driving around for, I think, about 30 to 40 seconds. But you have to drive around in a circle, go around the block, do whatever you have to do. If you're gonna do this before going to work or something, perfectly fine, but it needs to calibrate to read where you're coming from. So make sure that you're in the correct distance. So right now, because I'm calibrating, I haven't drove around yet, so it's not gonna calibrate for me just because I'm sitting still. Now the next part is, now you're gonna hold down clock and reset at the same time, but this is gonna have to hold down a little bit more longer. So clock, reset, same time. Keep holding, and then there you go. So once this screen comes on, ignore that. So you're gonna see the minus and the plus sign. What you're gonna do from here is this gonna ask you about the outside temperature. Right now I have mine sitting at 0 because mine's read correctly, but if you find that yours is off, you can change that by 5 degrees. So you can either go 5 degrees negative, see, it stops at 5, or you can go 5 degrees plus, it stops at 5. And what that will do is it will change your temperature if you find that it's not giving you the 100% correct temperature. So you can calibrate it, because it'll be off by maybe 5 degrees, so you can calibrate that by 5 degrees. Again, remember that this is not going to give you always 100%. You do have to give and take a little bit, but at least it will give you 100% close to it. So we're going to drop this back down to 0, and then we're gonna go and hit trip. So trip will also change the range. So if you find that you're running low on gas, so it shows you that your needle is running low, but then all of a sudden that it's still showing you that you have another 100 kilometers or whatever it is in there, you can also change that from your range by also using the plus and minus. Alright, so you can go drop that down, and then see it'll go minus, but we'll put it back to 50 because mine was correct. So once you got that correct, hit trip again, and then you're back. Alright, so once you do that, it will calibrate everything over for you, and then you should have this display reading 100%. Again, for the compass, you do need to drive around because this will just continue to blink if you're just sitting in one place. Once you drive around, then this will calibrate, and if you're facing east, this should tell you east. Again, if you're facing north, it should tell you north. So once you have that correct, then everything should be good to go for you. Cool. So if you have any questions, let me know. I can try to reply to you if you have any trouble with this. So until then, take it easy. Take care.